Stan Kroenke forced into selling Arsenal? Just 2 days after it was formed, the European Super League, it is over. But regardless of that and an apology from Arsenal, a lot of Arsenal fans remain furious. And when you have Arsenal's biggest ambassador Ian Wright tweeting #Kroenke Out, let's just say things have just got very real. And so is this the end of Stan Kroenke? Let's discuss in today's video. Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Bass14 and welcome back to your boys channel. And yeah, that Super League thing, it is finito, it is gone, it doesn't exist anymore. But what happens next with Arsenal? Is it the end for Stan Kroenke? Well, let's get straight into today's video. Here we go. Right, first things first, let's discuss what exactly happened with this European Super League. Because wasn't this meant to be the thing that rescued the world of football? Florentino Perez was saying this is the next step, this is the evolution of football. Well, apparently evolution isn't happening. As around 11 PM UK time yesterday, Arsenal announced, first things first, David Ornstein saying Arsenal out of proposed European Super League. And just to get the confirmation as well, Arsenal tweeted out saying, as a result of listening to you and the wider football community over recent days, we are withdrawing from the proposed Super League. We made a mistake and we apologise for it. So not only have they withdrawn, they've also apologised. But let's get it straight, Arsenal. We thank you for the apology, but it wasn't done on mistake. Make no mistake, Arsenal were not one of the clubs that were kind of forced into the Super League. And in fact, we were one of the driving factors behind the creation of the Super League in the first place. But then saying that, we have to differentiate Arsenal as a club and Stan Kroenke as an owner, because ultimately it was him and his greed for the money that led Arsenal into this position in the first place. Arsenal's statement said it was never our intention to cause such a stress. However, when the invitation to join the Super League came, while knowing there was no guarantees, we did not want to be left behind to ensure we protected Arsenal and its future. But yeah, in terms of the European Super League, the ESL, the future of football, quote unquote, it is over. Hold it right there, my people. Just before we progress, if you guys can go down there and show some love to the channel and to the video and smash it like, I would appreciate that. And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe to your boy if you are new. We're on the road to 40,000 massive subscribers. We're closing in, so guys, make sure to subscribe. Much appreciation. Because not only did the big dogs in terms of Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool and Man City leave, you also had Nando's FC leave the Super League as well. But as I said before, this is going to lead to consequences. We could not have been on the verge of leaving, maybe the Premier League, leaving the Champions League, and nothing come out of it. And that's why there are so many Arsenal fans that see this as the opportunity to get rid of the owner, Stan Kroenke. And while last night Kroenke Out was trending on Twitter, #1 in the UK, across the world as well, this here for me kind of made it all real, as Arsenal's biggest ambassador Ian Wright tweeted #Kroenke Out. I know it's just a tweet, but I don't think some people understand how massive, how gargantuan that is from Ian Wright. As I've already said, he's Arsenal's biggest ambassador. He works with the club, he works for the club, for Adidas. He's in all the sponsorship deals, in all the launch videos. It's Ian Wright. He's Arsenal's biggest ambassador. He is the guy that Arsenal go to for everything. The fact that he is not tweeted Kroenke Out, that tells me this just got very real indeed. But what happens next? How do Arsenal fans force Stan Kroenke to sell? Well, I'll tell you what, Friday 6 PM at the Emirates Stadium, it's going to be very interesting. As you can see here, Arsenal fans are preparing to have a Kroenke Out protest on Friday before the Everton game. Even if we are to leave the ESL, let's not forget #Kroenke Out, spread the message. Kroenke Out protest Friday 6 PM, the Emirates. Be there, Gunners. #Kroenke Out. I myself am fortunate enough to be, of course, living near Arsenal. I can go to the Emirates and I will be there 6 PM Friday, because this could be the massive one. This could be the turning point. Of course, Arsenal will play Everton that day as well. The Arsenal players will be there, the Arsenal ball will be there, the Arsenal manager will be there as well. And the fact that Ian Wright has not tweeted it out, you've also got other big Arsenal personalities tweeting out. I could potentially see this being the biggest Kroenke Out protest there ever has been. And even Charles Watt says, if Arsenal hoped this announcement could bring a bit of calm to the fan base, they were wrong. It feels like things are only just getting started. Friday's protest outside the Emirates will still go ahead, but it's now going to be a Kroenke Out protest. We'll be interested to see the numbers. And so now we're going to have to wait and see what happens on Friday. As I said, I'm going to be there, but I have a low-key feeling with the way the Arsenal fans have reacted on social media, the sheer volume of the Arsenal fans that have tweeted #Kroenke Out. A wise man famously once said 3 words, and that is, it's time to go. We will see what happens on Friday. Is it going to be a turning point, or the Kroenke's going to survive it somehow? Lads, I don't know what's going to happen. If Stan Kroenke does in fact want to sell Arsenal, then you have to think about who's going to buy Arsenal. These men are all about the money, so they're going to want massive money in return. But I'm sure with the size of Arsenal, the power of Arsenal, there will be so many people interested in buying this massive club. In the past, we've also had people like Dangote, the Nigerian billionaire, wanting to buy Arsenal. He even said back in last year that 2021 was going to be the year where he's going to try to make an offer. So Mr. Dangote, if you're serious about buying Arsenal, here's your time. The time has arrived, and let's see what will happen. But let me know your own thoughts down below. First things first on the Super League, but secondly and most importantly on Stan Kroenke, and do you think this will be the time to go? And if he is to sell Arsenal, who do you think is going to buy Arsenal in return, lads? Let me know your thoughts down below as always. And Friday 6 PM Emirates Stadium, this is getting very, very real. Moving on to the second thing, and that is UEFA gives in to the Premier League. Because now the Super League's over, a lot of fans are going to say, well, good won and evil lost. It's not quite that case. In my opinion, neither UEFA were right, or of course the Super League either. The Super League was just a lot more extreme. And this has been confirmed as well by Mundo Deportivo. They are claiming that UEFA offered crazy money to the Premier League clubs to leave the Super League. I've always said it, money talks, and if money comes in, these men are gonna listen. The same offer was not made to Spanish clubs who are seen as association's enemy. So overall, don't get it twisted. Don't listen to the statements of them saying we did this because of the fans. They did not do this because of the fans. It was the money. They got the money. They were happy with the money and said, you know what? We might as well go back anyways. And just forgetting the money for a second, in terms of the future Champions League, well, we've also got some massive changes up and coming. As you can see here, the new Champions League format benefits Arsenal hugely. We are currently 11th in UEFA's coefficient rankings. Teams ahead of us are Bayern, Real, Barca, Man City, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United, Liverpool and Sevilla. Also saying one important condition that seems to have been left out by people covering it, the 2 remaining Champions League spots must be qualified in one of the following: Champions League qualification phase, Europa League, or the Europa Conference League. We can't finish 10th and qualify, for example. Now essentially what this means is going into 2024, the teams that are the highest rated in the UEFA coefficient rankings, if they don't qualify for the Champions League via domestic in terms of the top 4 or win the Europa League, if they're 6th or 5th or 7th in the European spaces, as long as they're highly rated enough in the coefficient places, they will automatically qualify for the Champions League. Let's use this season as an example. If the laws will come into effect next season, if Arsenal were to finish the season in 6th or 7th, even if we don't win the Europa League and get the Champions League via that way, the fact that Arsenal are 11th, if the teams that are above the coefficient ranking, you know, your Bayerns and your Barca, so and so, if they like, they will qualify for the Champions League. Arsenal will then be pushed into the Champions League even if we finish 6th or 7th. Now the reason why I'm not so much against the coefficient rankings, because people will say, oh my god, how is this fair play? The way the coefficient rankings work is they work you on the basis of your previous European competition and how well you have done. So with Arsenal consistently getting to the Europa League semi-final year after year, that is helping massively boost our coefficient ranking. And so yes, you could argue, but this is just the way to get the big teams back into the Champions League. But most importantly, if your team is doing well, and say if you get to the final and don't qualify for next year's Champions League, at least you get a massive boost in your coefficient ranking. But of course, the laws themselves will not come into effect until 2024, so there's still quite a bit of time there. I'd love to know your thoughts though on this whole new coefficient ranking. Are you for it or are you against it? And also, what are your thoughts on the apparent news that Arsenal and other Premier League clubs will pay to return to UEFA? Lads, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments as always. And finally, lads, the other Arsenal news today, and the main topic here is Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Because as is confirmed here, Aubameyang has deactivated his Twitter accounts. Now the reason for that is very simple. Aubameyang came on the Twitter last night and he tweeted out simply, I ain't missed Twitter, so we are not allowed to talk about anything, only football and Super League, no more talking about COVID or online abuse or racism. Nice, even sick without phone. I was feeling better without phone, let me turn it off and see you. Now the way he put the message across there wasn't the best, but I think he's trying to kind of put the focus back on online abuse and racism, and you know what, Pierre, I fully understand that. But he did put out this message on the social media saying it's been an emotional few days, but only the right decision has been made tonight for the fans and for football, and even more in the case of George Floyd. And so once again, putting out a very strong message there, and that's more like it, and he put across that point very well. And he also did return to Twitter today, reactivating his Twitter account. That's things you love to see, and his simple message being, I got a bit emotional last night. The bottom line is, yesterday was a big day for football and our fans, and even a bigger day for social justice. And to that, Pierre, we all stand by that, we all agree to that, and now all focus is on to Friday, and most importantly next Thursday, Europa League semi-finals. Of course, it does matter now, we're still in that competition. Unai Emery, Mr. Good Evening, we go again. We've also got a bit of an interesting report from The Athletic, and they are claiming that Hector Bellerin had been selected to represent the Arsenal squad at the proposed captain's meeting on Wednesday. Now, to give you guys a bit more context, apparently Jordan Henderson of Liverpool asked all Premier League captains to unite to have a discussion of the European Super League. Now, of course, the current Arsenal captain isn't Bellerin, it isn't Tierney or Xhaka, it is of course Aubameyang. And so the fact that Arsenal selected Hector Bellerin is a very interesting point, but then again, Aubameyang had contracted malaria, so maybe that's the reason why, and we right now are reading way too much into this. But in terms of Hector Bellerin, he was the only Arsenal player to actually speak about this before Aubameyang last night, and he put out an Arsenal Dangote quote, with a quote being, "To all Arsenal lovers, take care of the values of the club, my love and support forever." And as I said, he was the only Arsenal player that kind of put out a message. We saw United players, Liverpool players do the same thing, but he was the only Arsenal player, so fair play Hector Bellerin there and there. But now the European Super League, it is over. Arsenal fans will have to unite one more time because the real message will be put out on Friday 6 PM, and of course we have to get behind the team itself with the Europa League as well. And to summarise it all, here's a quote from David Rocky Roadcastle: "There is something special about this club. I was told, remember who you are, what you are, and who you represent, the Arsenal." Now we will see what happens next. Interesting few days for Arsenal indeed. Lads, we are gonna move. But there you guys go. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to go down there and smash a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy if you're new as well. And also let me know your thoughts down below on, of course, the European Super League and what happens next. Stan Kroenke, is it time to go? The links to all my socials will also be down below, so if you want to follow your boy, I would appreciate that as well. But there you guys go. That is the latest Arsenal news and the end of the European Super League. It is time to say bye-bye, and now, Friday, 6 PM, we will see what happens next. I will see you soon in a bit.